Hi friends. Until now, you've seen many videos and interviews of politicians, musicians, dancers, singers. But how many of you have imagined yourselves on that hot seat? I'm sure many of you must have. So, this show is about you, your success story. Hi, this is Preeti Karpande welcoming you to the brand new show Best Foot Forward. Today we have a special guest who is best at his skills, not only just gaming but also developing them. Welcome Nikhil Malankar.
Thank you for having me here.
So, tell me more about yourself. How did you go about playing games to developing them?
So my story actually starts when I was 3 year old. My dad had freshly bought this new system which had Windows 95 on it, and he had installed a game by the name of Doom. So it's a first-person shooter game wherein you just go and shoot out whoever comes in front of you. That is what really got me started with gaming. I remember playing with him till 2 a.m. in the morning, and slowly, steadily, I started playing more and more games. So I remember the changing point in my life from playing games to making them was in 2009 when I was playing this game called GTA Vice City, and that game was so fascinating for me that I personally wanted to change everything inside that game. The game offered so much freedom to the game players that it also had a big modding community at that time. So I decided, why not just mod this game and see what I can do. So I picked up some tools and I modded this game. I added Maruti 800 in it. I even changed the billboards in there and replaced them with Shah Rukh Khan posters and whatnot. That is when I realized that I should not only play games but I should also make games, because it's an amazing feeling for me personally to mod that game, and I genuinely loved that process. Yeah, that was when it was a starting point of my career for making games.
So, listening to all this, I have a question what were you in your childhood? Like, mischievous guy or a shy guy?
A shy guy, because I was mostly playing with my friends. That too, I was not much of a actively involved person. I was more of a play with them, go back home and play again. That was pretty much it in my childhood.
What is your whole day schedule like now? Because you go to work, then how do you keep yourself motivated, like handling all this stuff together?
So motivation is because I love what I do. I love making games. My day typically starts at 8 or 9. I get up late because I end up sleeping at 3 a.m. or something, just working till late nights.
You've got numerous awards and recognition, and your games are especially famous amongst the youth. They enjoy playing that. So, how is the whole feeling?
It's a great feeling because it's always a rewarding feeling that something you work on for 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months altogether finally comes out in the market and people start playing it. And it is equally good feeling when they like it as well as they hate it, because at least there's some kind of a feedback. I get very upset when people don't play our games. So if they play our games, they say good things, bad things, I'm happy.
So, you take a lot of solo trips. So, can you share your experience?
One was out of India, it was in Europe, Czech Republic. One was in India itself, in Himachal Pradesh, and the one was in Amritsar. Solo trips are a great way to have a self reflection, because they help you connect with yourself as well as you connect with a lot of people that you meet around along the way. So it's an amazing feeling. I like learning languages. So while going to Europe, I was in Czech Republic, which there they don't speak English much. So you actually have to learn their languages. It was a fun feeling to learn that language, and it is always fun to travel solo.
What was your family's reaction? Like, I really wanted to know. Growing up in India is like playing video games is just another time pass, and all the times I've seen like parents they just yell at their kids that for playing video games, but you are actually making them. So how was that?
So initially there was actually a bit of a friction, because obviously people don't understand this industry because it is in such an immature state right now in India. But I've also seen a few good developers who are contributing amazing games. Even big companies like Reliance, Disney, they are investing heavily in gaming. So slowly and steadily the scenario is changing, and I believe in few years time it will also be looked upon as a decent industry like software.
After listening to Nikhil's story, let's make this conversation a little more interesting. So Nikhil, I'm going to play a rapid fire round with you. Let's see how the gamer scores. Your first question, which year Fallout 3 was released? 2006, 2007, 2008 or 2009?
It's 2008.
Good start. In which game, every assassinated person is a real one with accurate death date and place? Option A, GTA, B, Mafia, C, Assassin's Creed, D, Fallout.
It's the Assassin's Creed.
Okay, that's a correct answer. Which game of the Assassin's Creed series takes place in ancient Egypt? Option A, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, B, Assassin's Creed Unity, C, Assassin's Creed Origins, and D, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
It's Origin.
That's right. What does Mario jumps on after completing a level? Option A, a flagpole, B, brick, C, sewer pipe, or D, lamppost.
The flagpole.
Oh, that's correct. What is the name of the princess whom Mario repeatedly stops Bowser from kidnapping? Option A, Princess Jasmine, B, Princess Pearl, C, Princess Peach, and D, Princess Ariel.
Princess Peach, which also happens to be my favorite fruit.
It's a tough question. What is the playing mode in World of Warcraft? Option A, PvE, player versus environment, B, multiplayer, and C, single player.
It's PvE.
No.
No, I'm sorry, I haven't played World of Warcraft. I'm more of
multiplayer.
okay. I'm more of a League of Legends guy. So
Most of us have played Atari. What's the meaning of Atari? A, freedom, B, revolution, C, victory, or D, success.
okay, that is also a tough one. I'll guess it's A.
No, it's D.
Okay.
It's D, success. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Mortal Kombat.
Mafia series or GTA?
GTA.
FIFA or cricket?
Cricket, because I haven't played both of them and I cannot play FIFA, so I'll go with cricket.
Okay. And the last one, Mario or Contra?
Tough one.
It's rapid fire.
Mario.
Any message to the viewers, like the aspiring game developers? What would you like to tell them?
Game developers, Indian or international?
To all of them.
Okay, so to game developers, I guess the only message is keep on creating and keep on playing games, because that's how you will get an inspiration for your next big game. And don't give up, because it's a brutal industry, because it might happen that you might not get a hit title for 10 years straight. But then the main joy is in creating these things, and you should enjoy more of the process than the outcome of this. So it's a magical field where you get to create things from scratch, and just creating the game is one of the most rewarding feelings ever. And just keep shipping titles, that's it.
Thank you, Nikhil, for sharing your success story with us. I hope everyone is motivated by listening to all this, and we wish you best luck for all your future projects, and hope you develop a lot of fun games and people enjoy them.
Thank you very much for having me.